Hi everyone, lovely to have you back. Today I'm going to talk a little bit more about what a voice coach is because I've covered this before in a different video, but as next week we are hosting our next webinar on the 15th of July on a Wednesday, 6 p.m. BST, I hope you'll be joining us for part 2 of everything you ever wanted to ask a voice coach. Now this time I'm also bringing back my favorite international voice coach colleagues that are based internationally, and I think it's going to be a really brilliant webinar again where we have lots of fantastic questions brought in by the audience where we can answer them from our different expertise and backgrounds as voice coaches. Now, when we start to think about voice coaching, it historically comes from a performative element. So voice coaching comes from coaching actors, coaching musical theater practitioners, different types of artists, how to use their voice and how to fill up that theatrical space so that the audience at the very back can hear them. Now, not only that, but because you think about the qualities of the voice of what you like in a performance that you watch on screen in a movie or perhaps in a theater live production, why is it that you like certain performers and why don't you like other ones? When we think quite deeply about this, sometimes it has to do with how their bodies move. Is there flow? Is the breath free? Is the voice coming out in a way that resonates with you? Now, resonance is a very, very powerful thing. And also articulation so that you really understand every word that they're saying so yet you're not questioning what they are saying. And also different types of intonation so that you can use and play with all the different rhythms of whatever accent or voice that they're using for their character. When we find the parallels in using all these different qualities in our business communication, which is where I spend most of my time in, you can think about presentations as this aspect of really needing to engage the audience, but how do we do that? Now, we spend so much time with the logic of how we present and what we are going to present, but really the most important part is the actual delivery, because if it doesn't reach your audience and engage them in the way that you want it to, then they're not going to respond in the way that you hope, or that you won't get as many responses in the way that you would like. As we think about becoming more impactful, speaking with more gravitas, becoming more authoritative in our speech, we have to also understand what our body is doing. My perspective on the voice work is really, really physical and understanding the physiological aspects of what your body is doing, where it's holding, and why it's starting to hold on the voice. And sometimes it is involuntary because we have nerves or anxiety, but then that's why breath work really helps the body. I studied breath for about 3 years and it took me, oh my gosh, so long to just reset my breath and to be able to not control my breath so that I am able to have this free breath so that this voice will come in nice flow, which will help you engage your audience as well. Now, on top of that are the little tiny layers of really understanding each thing about intonation, rhythm, syllable stresses, and understanding where you want to emphasize and also what your pacing and pitching is like within your voice. Thinking about all these things might seem super overwhelming, but once you start to get everything all together, it does start to help a lot, and it takes so much practice. Voice work and accent work and also communications training is all about practice, 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 but you have to have a really, really strong foundation and theory so that you understand it in lots of different ways. When you're starting to look for a voice coach, you should probably look to see what they're going to teach you and how you learn, because everybody is so different in the styles of how they learn and how they teach. So understanding how they do it will also help you to know if you're going to reach your goals efficiently and effectively. For me, I'm more of a visual kinesthetic learner, so I like to make sure that I incorporate all these different aspects of doing something, seeing something, hearing something, and repeating that process, because everybody will be different and they will learn at different paces. So these are just some of the things that I think about when I'm voice coaching, but also the different backgrounds of other voice coaches. Andrea, who will be on our call, has a background in a degree in English, and she is also a certified English teacher. So being able to have that knowledge of really getting the phonetics down, the linguistics, the semantics of the language, and having the grammar right will help you to become more confident in using the language on top of understanding how to use your voice in that way. And my other colleague, Cliff, he is such an expert in understanding how the voice comes out in a way for performative elements, and he deals more with actors. However, he also deals with corporate clients as well, and really talking to each of us about how we see it will help you understand better what you need in the process for your own work. Now, like I said, it's a pretty long process, but I'm sure that you'll get some wonderful, wonderful answers from us. So I hope that you'll be able to join us next Wednesday on the 15th at 6 p.m. I'll put the registration link just below here so that you can sign up for the webinar, and I will be sending out the recorded copy, so do sign up even if you can't make it, and bring all your questions, bring it on. I'm really looking forward to seeing you there, and thanks so much for watching this video, and I'll see you later. All right, take care, bye now.